How are you, my viewers? I hope you are all doing well. It's another day, it's another bright, sunny day. I'm happy to be here. This is another day we talk with Lynneanna. Welcome to my new subscribers. Karibu to the family. We love you all and thank you for your support and continue sharing. To my returning subscribers, thank you, Lord. Thank you for the love and for the support. Today I have an amazing guest on with us. The author of the perfumer. I would love we love to know more about what made him to be inspired to write the book like the perfumer and not other title that he thought about. So let me take this opportunity and welcome my guest.
Okay, thank you very much, Lynneanna. I'm grateful to be on your side. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Okay, so let us start. With the book. So, karibu sana once again.
Thank you.
Our author.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would love we take us through the book as what?
Logo.
So, my guest, I would love to take this opportunity, take your 2 minutes and tell us more about yourself.
Okay, my name is Oscarbinmulwa Musioka. I'm a student of Chuka University. I am an author, and I have authored my first book. I grew up in a tiny village in Makueni County until that's where my dream sparkled of writing, and I love writing, by the way, and this is one of my articles. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, author Oscar. So let us go straight to the book and tell us. I can see it has the flowers. I don't know if my viewers can see. You can see. Okay, on the page it has a flower, a sunflower, and it has a perfume. What inspired you to put something like that on the page?
Okay, the title, The Perfumer, it is not a content. The Perfumer is the book itself. So it's like when you read the book, you get perfumed. That's all what I came up with this topic. I remember when I was trying to write the book, I named it The Delay Is Not Denial, but I just decided to make it just like a subtopic in the book, a topic in the book, because I saw that it will close my ideas, and I had several more ideas to share. So the perfumer, it is the book itself. You see, it's just like it's perfuming the reader. It is making him more and more creative. It is building him a capacity. It is giving him more and more knowledge, maybe to attack the life. And it's a Christian-based book, by the way. And so, yeah, that's all I can say about it.
Wow. So I would love to know about, like, okay, there's another part I can take from the book,
okay,
that says why people fear death. So what inspired you to write something like, what do you think people fear death, according to you?
Okay, before we go there, I would like to make the viewers and subscribers understand that this book, it's a 70-page book. It is a Christian-based book with 5 chapters. And there being 5 chapters, they are divided into 5. And the first chapter is in the table of the contents. There is the understanding life's reasons. This is a chapter whereby it is telling the reader why some things do happen. For example, from the part that you've read, why people fear death, it is well explained in that chapter. This is whereby people understand through the purpose and the reasons. Why? For example, why am I alive? Why can you say, and how can you say that I'm productive while I'm alive? Sometimes we may feel that you are not doing. Sometimes we feel that you are overdoing. But we need to understand these reasons. Sometimes we need to understand why we are given birth before we venture into life. Why am I schooling? Why am I here? And that's where the first chapters come in. And the second chapter is all about aligning God's delay, human's orderliness with God's design. Sometimes you may take yourself that I'm orderly. Sometimes you may feel that I have made it in life. Sometimes you may feel that I am taking it. But sometimes that might not be the design of God. Sometimes you may have dreams, you have ambitions. Do you believe in dreams, by the way?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Sometimes you may have those dreams, but they may not be on God's design. So they might be delayed to a point. You might have struggled on achieving these dreams, but sometimes you need to realize that you need to align them to God's design. And that's chapter 2. Chapter 3 is talking about life as a puzzle. And yeah, this is one of the interesting chapters whereby I discuss about the choice. Whereby every choice is a part, the puzzle, just some things that you need to fill to make the square, the puzzle, to make the square full. So I see every part and every piece of the puzzle as a choice. Whereby you need to make a choice today, you need to make a choice tomorrow, you need to make a choice even for more days, you need to make a choice about your studies, you need to make a choice about what you eat, you need to make a choice even on how to wear, or even how you will spend your future. And now that choice, when you make them and fill them together, they become the whole puzzle. And that's chapter 3. Then chapter 4, I'm talking about the power of letting it go. Sometimes our choices may be stuck by what of our past. And I'm telling the reader that let the past not determine you. You need sometimes to let it go, because if you don't let it go, then the God will not let you go. Because sometimes you may be trapped and bind by some things that happened before, and they makes it very hard for us to achieve our dreams. And remembering that now you need to understand your purpose. So when you have embraced letting go as a part of the chapter of your life, then it is so easy for you to go to the other point. This is why I'm saying that letting go is not a weakness. Sometimes you have tried your level best to make something happen in your life, and you feel it's just like you're a failure. You're not. In fact, that is a way you can go back, re-strategize, and come up again, make a better solution and a choice for your life. And then chapter 5, that's the last, I'm talking about the purpose and passion. This is where you need to pursue your purpose. You need to understand your purpose. You need to live your purpose. You need to understand your potential and pursue your passion. Sometimes people think fail in life because they are not from heart. That is not what we decided to be. For example, I may take an example that you may be a teacher because the courses did not give you the good grade for you to become maybe a doctor or an engineer that you needed. So sometimes you may feel that, oh, I'm very intimidated because that was not your passion. And some of those teachers, maybe in the end, I'm taking teachers because that's although the Bachelor of Education has in these universities, they are flowing with the students there, because most of them who are there, they took it as a course, as an alternative of the failure of the past course that they needed. So this is whereby I'm telling the reader that you need to pursue your passion. Where is your passion is? Where do you feel that I can do better? And you need to realize your purpose and potential so that you may achieve the passion and the dream of your life. Yes.
I think my viewers, they really need to read this book. I think it's a very encouraging and a very motivational book for any person there outside passing through anything that the author has talked about. So my guest, I would love us to go back to chapter 2.
Okay.
You said that you align yourself with God's purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So how can my viewer there outside or my subscriber know that how can they align with God's purpose?
Okay, sometimes just know that man, even from the beginning, even in creation, man is a man of disorder. And our God is a God of order. And his design cannot be like man's design. Sometimes you need in life, but I think I'm talking to Christians, people who believe in God, people who know that this life does not happen as nature, as the science tell us. I think I'm talking to guys who understand that behind everything that is happening in our lives, there is God. So I'm also trying to tell them that even behind the choices that you make, behind the dreams that you are making, you don't realize the power of God behind it. Nothing happens just like how. Come on, things. Sun is saying it's nature, but is it nature? What is even behind the nature? That is God. So this God is a God of order. And in chapter 2, I have asked the reader, can you imagine if, for example, if during your birth there was a delay, what would have happened?
You could have died.
You would have died. Of course. So sometimes if you see God, God is a God of order. Everything happens in order. And sometimes we may be delayed, but we may not be denied. We may be delayed in achieving maybe our dreams. We may be delayed in maybe in attaining our goals, in reaching to the standards and limits that we set for ourselves. But that should not discourage you. It's not denial. Now, you need to align those your dreams. You need to align those your disorderliness, those your orderliness. You know, you try to say that I'm ordered. I'm ordered. What can make you say that you're ordered? Maybe because you are arranging yourself well. Maybe because you are neat. Maybe because you are studying. You are okay. But your order must be aligned with God's design, because God has His own design of order. So this design, maybe, please, you can pray. You can read the Word. You can read more manuscripts that are describing about God's order, that you may live for Him and for Him only. Hallelujah.
Wow, I think we are still following keenly what my guest is talking about. That we need to align we need to align ourselves in what God wants us to be in this life. Yeah, so I can read another part in the book that says we need to ask ourselves, if I die today, what will my children inherit? And if I die today, what impact will I have left? What I have driven my dream car on? Have I accomplished my desire, the level of education? Have I pleased God? Have I made God a smile on a stranger? Wow. Yeah, I think this is the question that even my viewers you can ask yourself. But what touched what touched my heart mostly is when I need to ask myself, have I pleased God? Am I living the life that is pleasing to God? The way I do things, the way I talk, the way I dress, the way everything that I do, is it pleasing to God? That's what made me, it took my attention. So back to my guest. You said the dream of writing the perfumer started when in the little village in Makueni. So what made you to start writing a book? What inspired you?
Let me start from a point. Writing is my hobby.
Oh, okay.
And that's what makes me feel. I feel sometimes that if you write it down, you express yourself very well. Sometimes I may lack I think this motivational speaker tries to tell us when you are filled with maybe grief, when you are filled with maybe a lot of stress, depression, just to pen it down, it helps you. So I just started penning my dream. Like I felt like I should write a book. For example, I've told you I'm a Christian, and I'm a missionary by passion. I love missions, and I felt that I can also use through my writing. I can also preach the gospel through the writing. I can also encourage guys through the writing. I remember I had this dream, but it was inactive. It was very silent in me until I joined the school in Makueni, and there was this weekend challenge while I was back in Form 3, and this famous author, you know Benhino Alubengo. Benhino Alubengo visited our school on that weekend challenge, and Benhino Alubengo was I think Walubengo Benhin. He came to our school back in Mukabo High School, and he was a very young age, and he written a book by the name Sprouts. You can go and search it. It was very, very, very good. Wow book. So out of that, I saw still young people do write, and I had a dream of becoming I believe from the past, I used to encourage guys in high school. I was the street chairman back there, so these guys could come for information, could come for some hand devices. So I also thought that I could write those hand devices in a book and compile them. My journey of writing is a very long journey. I remember before I came back, I came with this book. Writing is my passion, as I told you. So I have written a lot. Even in online, I started with writing storybooks. I have written, I think, 10 stories, and I posted in vocal.com. There is a website whereby when people read your stories, they get paid by per reads. I have also written articles in the Google Publisher, that is the blogger.com. I have named the site Oscar Magazine. I have written several articles there. You can go and visit them. I have also written news, the articles news for PERFUMER. I also published in their timeline, and several other sites I have written my articles. I feel that I need to leave, should I say, a legacy of something like people should read. But then we need to develop reading culture, not only books but also from the online. Okay, thank you for that.
Okay. So I think even me, you can what? We can organize and write my magazine.
Of course,
Okay.
we can do that.
Thank you so much. So I would love to know the challenges that you faced during the writing of the Perfumer. Any challenge that you faced, and how did you handle it?
Wow, the first and the long-lasting challenge is lack of content. You feel that you have content, but when you try to pen it down, man, unaandika tu, you just write for a short chapter, a mini chapter, and then your content. Sometimes you feel that you have content, and when you see what you're writing and the content that you have, it's out of the content.
Sure.
Sometimes you struggle a lot. You need to read books, you need to research, you need to read the Bible, because I've quoted a lot of stories in the Bible. I've quoted several verses from the Bible. So you need to dig deeper, and finally you cannot write something that is not true.
Sure.
So you need to have the credibility of what you're writing. So lack of content has been a very, very great challenge to me. Also, even I could approach friends and tell them and say, help me in this. They're also like, okay, what are you writing about? Dreamed lace. And they are like, So in matters of content, I've struggled a lot. The other thing is writing. Writing, I say writing a hard copy from high school. I wrote, but sometimes you come to a point and find the hard copy isn't helping much, because you still need to transfer it to a soft copy so that it might be published. So when I come to the university, I started using the computer labs. The computers from the computer lab of the university. Just go down, write my 1-2 pages, transfer them to my phone, go back to my place, just continue writing, use CWPS or Word Office from my phone, come back the next day, tomorrow, to the same place, the same computer. Sometimes you will find the computers have been flashed, your content has gone. Sometimes when transferring the document from the laptop, from the computer to your phone, in a kata, some USBs aren't working. Sometimes you write, you forget to save. It had a lot of challenges. The other challenge is that if I could come and tell you, man, say I'm writing a book, sometimes people are like, you're very small, you're very short, you're very young. What can you afford to tell guys? What can you afford to advise this generation? But I did not take that as an issue. I knew, I had a passion that there is something that I don't know where it came from. It was just forcing me. Man, Oscar, you need to write this, you need to write this, you need to write this. And some people, when I could share with some people could just welcome it very well. Wow, and at least there are some people acknowledging me, and that is what sometimes kept me going. And above all, prayer. I used to pray for the book a lot. And then the challenge that I got is finance challenges. I remember the first 50 copies that I published required me to have around 15,000. And unfortunately, I could not include the parent. I could not include anyone. I could not include from the family because I was struggling with the school fees. I was struggling with the rent and maybe even upkeep the parent was providing. So when I could come, and you know the African parents, they are like, you can even lack some trust from those parents. So I decided to do it on my own. The small help money the loan that I received at my the second year, the first semester, I used half of it, around 7,000, and sent the soft copy to the publisher. The publisher is Hinkpen Publishers. They are located in Nairobi. So they first published my the 2 copies so that I could correct and send back the feedback so that they could bring more copies for me. Now the 8,000 that was remaining, the 7,000 now, I struggled a lot. The publisher could call me, tell me, man, say you need to pay for this. And by that time, you cannot even tell anyone, money has discouraged. So you have no any source of money. But let me tell you one thing, Lynn, God came to me in a great ways. I just remember that the 7,000 that the publisher required for me to send for me the copies, I don't give a single cent, imagine.
So how did it happen?
I used to tell my friends, and my friends could be like, wow, Oscar, how could it be having a friend with an author? Take this 500, publish your book. Take this 1,000, publish your book. I remember even telling some great people, I approached the CEO patron of the Christian Union of Chuka University. He also chipped in a greater way. And I remember also some parents, some students, 7 students joined together and gave me 3,500. Just they are telling Oscar, you're one of us. Please go publish your book. And that gave me a warmth. I remember even telling my publisher that I don't see whether I'll be launching my book this year because of financial strains. That was back 2023. I told my publisher, I think we will take this to 2025, 2024. But the way that it came through for me, it was just amazing. Yeah. Even planning for the launch, it was very amazing. I don't even remember, I wrote letters to lecturers so that they may attend my launching, and to my surprise, no one attended. I was kind of broken, but God provided other ways. My fellow comrades bought the book, and I see God in that situation. He did a miracle for me that I will live to testify of.
So do you think the perfumer is perfuming in your life?
Of course it is. Sometimes I have a friend by the name Godwill. There was sometimes that I had passed a lot. I think was several semesters behind. There was sometimes that I was passing and he had a copy of my book, and then when I approached him and we shared the situation, then he did not even tell me anything. He just told me, he referred me to my book. Just told me, just look at your book, page 10. And from that even I got the answers. So I think I was not writing for the book for others. I was writing the book to myself. In fact, it is, after I published the book, I read the book again, and I did not see myself writing. I saw something written by not me, because it had a great impact for me than even how I could even imagine of.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I can see my viewers, as you can hear from our guest, how the challenges he faced. I think nothing comes easy, as everything you need sacrifice, something good and something unique that you need it in your life. Like something like the perfumer, I think everything good needs a very serious story. So as we have heard from our guests, the challenges that he passed, I think even you can be challenged out there, the challenges that you're passing through, that the passion that you have, you're not the first one and you won't be the last one. Keep on pressing on. As you have seen my guest, the journey was not easy, but through the help of God, of the friends and all the people, he is here with the book published, launched, because of the glory and honor of the Lord. Yeah, so I would love to my guest to say the parting shot and tell us what the parting shot, your parting shot. what you can tell my viewers.
Okay,
Yeah.
the part in short is very simple. It is not all about action. You need also to dream. And it's not all about dreaming. You need also to believe. I believed in myself, and I knew one day I'll become that author. And come on, look, have a book. Dream, believe, and act. All that.
Wow, 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 wow. So 3 things to take to my viewers: believe and act, and what again can I add? Continue pressing on for everything good in your life, the passion, the dream that you have. Continue seeking God, that one day it will happen for you. Yeah, and if you, what can my viewers, okay, what are you preparing for us? Is this the last book that you have wrote, or do you have many things coming that you don't know?
Let me promise you that there are more goodies by God's willing. But as of now, I'm working on a Kiswahili storybook. And
not a Christian book?
No, it's a storybook. But I have a long way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We wish you all the best in your writings, and thank you. I think my viewers, you can purpose to buy this book. It goes for 300 shillings. We'll put the number. We'll put the number in the screen. Can they get it in any library or any how can they get it?
As of now, I have not distributed to different bookshops, but as the days goes by, they'll find them in the bookshops.
But any person who needs it worldwide, they can get it.
Just give me a call.
Countrywide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone around whenever you are, whenever you'll be watching us and you have been encouraged by our author's story, The Perfumer, kindly you can purchase the book. You can comment in the comment section. We'll put the number there. Read the book, be inspired, and be that great person that is being talked in the Perfumer book. We are happy to have you. Thank you so much for our guest for coming back, for coming here. We love you so much. Thank you for coming. And we'll write more books. We'll wish you all the best. And next time, we'll not be talking about one book. We'll be talking about several books that and other people that they are outside there. They'll be inspired by your book. You are such an amazing person. Not okay. People there outside, they will be challenged by how you did your journey. People they normally know that maybe publishing a book or owning your own book, maybe at the age of 35 and above, but you are in a little age and you already have your book. So it is a very inspiring to other youth outside there that they can make it even when they are still young.
Sure.
Thank you so much for having with us. To my director, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate everyone. To my viewers, thank you so much for being here. We'll come next time with another video, but don't forget to watch every Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday with David Kibinji. And thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.